There we go. I love technical difficulties, especially when they're caused by my kids. It's great. Can you watch a movie with us tonight, Dad? No. Dad has to work. We'll watch a movie after. Good evening, everybody. It's Thursday, November 10th, here on YouTube and everywhere else. Well, I guess if you cross the world or whatever. But anyway, welcome to Thursday night. This is the end of our broadcasting week here on ZAKtalks TECH. We started Sunday, we end here on Thursday. 2 days of rest, Friday and Saturday. Except Saturday, I will be doing a stream sometime. I don't know why, because it's my birthday on Saturday, and I've always done a stream on Saturdays or on my birthday, and you know, it'll be fun. That and my family's going out for a while. They're leaving me on my birthday. I think they're doing some late gift shopping. Who knows? Anyway, Thursday night. This is our conversation with a creator. Tonight we got a dude on that I met just over a year ago. I'll be perfectly honest. I only first heard about his channel about August of 2021. So just before CES. Then we met up at CES and we hit it off. Became pals, and we've been going back and forth here and there. And he's a terrific creator, awesome energy. I really admire what he does, and yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his last name properly. So we're gonna he's smiling backstage here. So we're gonna hopefully get through that and talk about all sorts of stuff, creativity and whatnot here on the channel. Tonight we've only got 3 cameras going. The top down is not working. We got the wide, we got the iPad, and of course the main camera. It's not really gonna matter. So without any further ado, let's bring the dude in here, Mr. Josh. Something last name.
What's up? Quiñonez.
Is it
not everybody can pronounce it.
Okay, so I think Michael Pepper. You know who Michael Pepper Tech is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Michael Pepper was actually in my chat the other day, and he broke it down as Quiñonez.
Quiñonez.
Is that right?
Yeah. There's an Enya on the first N, so Quiñonez.
Okay. So I've got like white man tongue, right? So I don't get it right, you know.
Or Quiñonez. I've heard some people pronounce it Quintez. I'm like, there's no T in there.
That's what I'll admit. When I first breezed past your last name, I'm like, okay, that's easy. And then I'm like, no. And then like, if you've ever seen the proper spelling of my last name, I understand the pain. Trust me, I understand the pain. What is your background, Josh? Like, what is that?
It's just some Gobi light bulbs in this little light stand right here, and
okay.
And they're I don't remember what this is called, but yeah,
I've got
some Gobi lights.
You got the Gobi
lights. Trying to look cool like you.
Well, these are lightsabers, but I mean, I've also got.
I see that. I was going to ask you where you got those at, because
the lightsabers
I knew something like that.
The lightsabers come from a company called Ultra Sabers. There's lots of other companies out there, but they were kind of the first to make what they call combat ready lightsabers. Yeah. These are as strong as kendo sticks. You can go nuts with these, and they make the sounds and everything. Yeah, these ones are permanently plugged in. But I do have one Gobi glide thing. You can see.
Oh, okay. I get you. Yeah.
I got it last year from Santa. All right. Well, Josh, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm. So it's conversation with the creator. Chat. We got some people in the chat here. It's got a couple new names here. People I don't recognize. I'm assuming you brought people with you. That's cool. We got let's take a look here. We got Rocksmith in the chat. Digital Slang, fellow creator. We also hung out with there at CES. Are you going to CES this year in a couple months? Are you going?
I am definitely.
You are going. Awesome. Awesome. We got Mario Cortines Max here, and then we also have Sarah Mendoza. I'm assuming these are people that you know, fans of yours over there on your channel.
That's my wife.
Oh, there you go. See, I didn't know this. I don't know who these people are. I watch your content, but I saw a bit of the vlog thing from Disney World with the Pixel and that. We'll definitely talk about that. Who else we got here? Let's take a look. Going through. Quiñonez is in the house. He's always here, always coming through to helping out. And that's it. Quiñonez is going to go see Black Panther later on. That's on my menu. I'm not sure if I'm going to run out and see it right away, but it looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, what about you? It's going to be pretty good for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely going to see it.
You're a Black Panther fan?
Yeah. I like the first one, and I like them in Avengers. So
there you go. What was the last movie you saw in the theater? Like, are you a regular theater goer?
Actually, just on Monday we went to go see Black Adam.
How was Black Adam? I've heard mixed things.
It was. I thought it was good. The best part was the ending when Superman came out.
Yeah. See, everybody. I knew that he would be in there. I knew there would be something. Like as soon as I saw it trending, like within like the night of, I'm like, well, thanks for the spoilers, everybody. But
yeah. No, exactly. I'm like, okay, I already know what's gonna happen, but I gotta stay and see it anyways.
Exactly. I'm glad that. What's the actor's name? I'm glad they got him back, but they lost him for The Witcher. So like.
Oh yeah, he ended up leaving for. Yeah, I liked him in The Witcher. I think
it seems like that. I even watched The Witcher, but I also haven't had Netflix since February, so I'm done without Netflix. So listen, anybody that's kind of new to the stream, anybody that's never been here, whatnot, we bounce all over the place. It's a conversation. It just kind of goes places. I do have some questions and some topics we're going to talk to Josh about. But again, if you guys have questions, whatever, please throw them down in the chat there. We'll definitely get them on board here. So. I know that you did kind of a one-on-one interview, I guess kind of sort of similar thing, a conversation with Viper a few months back and everything like that. I thought that was fascinating. You make all of your content on phones, correct? Correct.
I do have a Sony ZV-1 that I got. I've had it for a while.
ZV-1?
But I only used it for just a small, good chunk of videos, and after that I stopped using it again because for me, I don't know. Everything's just easier for me on the phone, honestly.
And you do all your editing on the phone as well, or do you use like all a separate
the editing? PC or anything? No, everything. I don't have a computer or anything. So literally everything's done on my phone, from the recording to the editing, even my thumbnails.
So no laptops, everything. No computers in the house.
No. I have a laptop, some cheap laptop that a company sent me, and I tried using it once. I'm like, get this crap out of here. I'm done trying.
You're like, the screen is too big. Meanwhile, I've got this 32-inch ultra wide. I don't know if you guys. It's taking over the whole thing. The MacBook is here, and then this is all screen right here. I can't even work on my MacBook. So you're comfortable working on a little. I get, and just your phone, right?
Because that's kind of how I started, which is on my phone. Because even at that time, I didn't have a laptop or anything. And I'm like, well, I got to try to make something work. So I found out, I found a little editing app I can use on my phone.
Okay.
And I just kind of started.
What app are you using? Because I think a lot of people that are trying to get into content creation that are interested in this kind of stuff are like, oh, I don't have a great camera and I don't have an awesome light and this and that. And literally, you can get started with what's in your pocket.
No, that's the thing. And I even made a video on this, like how I started, starting from scratch with just my phone. There would be times where I would record at night and I didn't have lights like I have right now. I got like these 2 ring lights right here to kind of, give me decent lighting. Mm-hmm. But back then when I started, I didn't have anything like this. So what I would do, I would find like the brightest channel or screen on my TV. What is it? The TV guide or whatever? Because it was like a white screen. Yeah. And I would just turn the brightness all the way up. I'd put like a little white board next to the TV, and that would be my lighting, and just record whatever it was I was reviewing at the time.
That's amazing.
And I've had a couple buddies come to me as well, like, hey, I want to start a YouTube channel. Like what do I need? What kind of camera? I've been looking at this camera and that, but these things are expensive, and I'm like, dude, you don't need all that. Like this, I started with my phone. Like this. Yeah. It's really, and I'm still doing it.
And I guess you look at things like, for example, how TikTok blew up, especially during the vid and everything like that, and how people are literally just, picking up their phone.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're doing it now with TikTok. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You don't need a lot of fancy gear and whatnot. El Jefe reviews. He tweets out a picture here and there quite often, and I love it. I think it's a Galaxy S8, and he's using the rear camera because it was the better camera on there, but then he's using like a mirror so he can line himself up because the rear is facing him. He doesn't have a monitor, right? Yeah. And it's just like it's total jank. You're like, what's going on here? But then the finished product, you would have no idea.
Yeah, you would never know. And that's the thing with me. I didn't have a mirror like him, but I'd go back and forth. I'd record a little bit, like me talking, whatever, and then I'd go back and play. Okay, I'm not straight. Let me fix it a little bit, and then back and forth. But now I've just kind of gotten the hang of it where I can just set things up quick, and it's just honestly for me, it just flows easy now because I'm so used to it. And I don't know if you know Greg from Gregor's TV. He's always giving me a hard time.
Yeah, I love Greg. Yeah.
He's always giving me a hard time. Like, dude, get a computer already to edit on and stuff.
So this right here, this is like a Godox light. This is one of my biggest investments ever. But right next to it, you can't see it, but out of frame is a tripod. And I always put my iPhone. This is gonna mess with some people here, okay? I use my iPhone 11 Pro Max, so what, a 3-year-old plus phone, right? the selfie camera, I use an iPhone to record for my Pixel channel. I know, right? But it does 4K 30. It looks great. It looks great. I actually released a video over there today. Self plug. I can do that to my show. But I mean, that's the whole point. I would actually rather use that than this right here. This is an A6500. Yeah. So I mean, I guess what you and I are both trying to tell people is there's no excuses.
No, there's not. These days, there's no, and especially these days, you know, the cameras on smartphones are so good now. You know, you can't even really tell most of the time.
Well, I do some of my B-roll with the iPhone or whatever phone I have with me, just because it, like you said, it's easier. You can literally set 4K 30, 24, whatever. Wait, hold on. Are you what are you, a 1080p 30 person or 1080? What are you? What's your choice for resolutions and frame rate?
Usually I'm 4K 30, unless I'm doing, you know, of course, like my camera test, and I'll do 4K 60 just to show, you know, what it looks like. Or if I'm doing my gaming videos where I'm gaming on a device just to make it look more smoother, you know, then I'll do the 4K 60. But most of the time, 4K 30.
4K 30. That's the correct answer, everybody. That's Jonathan Morrison might be watching this and go, no, 24.
24.
All right, cool. So that being said, kind of rewinding back, like you said yourself, you know, I started with my phone, you're reflecting off a whiteboard or whatever. What got you into what you're doing now? And if we look at your channel as of today, what I'm seeing here, 46,600 plus subscribers. It looks like 46.6 here. Okay, that's amazing. When did you start your channel, and like what were the motivations behind it, and kind of just walk us through what happened with you?
Shoot, I don't know I really don't remember when I started. Time flew, because when I first started, I was just kind of off and on.
You started September 18th, 2016, according to the about.
Wow, it's been that long.
According
you know,
to
because there was a moment, there was a big portion where I would stop, you know, and then I'd post videos and I would stop. I wasn't really consistent until a certain time, but I've always been into smartphones. I've always been a smartphone guy. I was always on YouTube, you know, watching different people, you know, different channels, talking about phones, how to root my phones and all this stuff. And eventually I was like, hey, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this. Because, you know, I love smartphones and stuff. Well, let me try to make a video about it. And I made probably the most cringiest video you'd ever seen. It was like a camera review of the LG, I don't know, one of the LG phones, you know, back then. And that video ended up getting like 10,000 views in a week, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I could do this, you know?
maybe this is something.
Yeah, maybe this is something. And then I just kind of started from there. And you know, I've always been a smartphone guy, and just kind of worked out, I guess. Now,
you mentioned the rooting thing, and I think that kind of leads into giving me the answer I'm looking for here. But if I go to your YouTube channel, it's actually youtube.com/everythingandroid.
That was the first.
Explain what that's about. And why
because
haven't you changed the name yet?
I've always been an Android guy. That's just me. I've never really found interest in iPhones. Was
that the name of the channel originally? Like Everything Android?
Yeah, Everything Android. Yeah,
Everything Android.
Okay. And I've always been an iPhone hater since the beginning. Not now, you know, not now, but back then, that was even before even trying. I was just always a hater, just because I don't know. All my friends had iPhones, but I was always into Android, so I would just hate just to mess with them. And so when I made my channel, it was Everything Android. And but now, or a few years back, I renamed it to myself, Josh Quiñonez.
Yep.
Because I noticed I wasn't getting the opportunities I wanted, I guess. When I would talk to companies, where you're just based on Android or whatever. And, you know, and ever since, as soon as I changed my name, then companies started reaching out to me. I was like, okay, then this was the right move. You know, so it just kind of opened up more opportunities for me, I guess.
Just going with your full name there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So going back to the consistency thing, I know this has been more hammered into it seems into the creator community more than ever, especially with how the YouTube algorithm is constantly changing and whatnot. What do you do? So I'm looking at your channel, for example, and unfortunately, YouTube doesn't let you organize by like oldest and everything. It's now recently and then popular. But I mean, for example, we have gaming. Okay, that was the notification I got. But you released a video an hour ago, and then 5 days, 6 days ago, 8 days, 13 days, 2 weeks, I think after you go past after you go after 13 days, it just does it by weeks, kind of thing. So I mean, you're really consistent here. Do you have an upload schedule, or how do you keep yourself consistent? Like, what is there a way that you schedule yourself, or do you have somebody that keeps you accountable? How does that work for you?
I should have a schedule. Honestly, I I don't. I kind of just make videos whenever I have the chance to. So, well, recently, I mean, I don't know if you saw my tweet or not on Twitter, but recently I did lose my job, and
I'm
so
sorry to hear
I guess
that,
you can kind of say no, it's all right. Trying to make the best out of it, you know, and but it's crazy because ever since that happened, more opportunities with my channel have popped up as far as sponsorships goes and stuff. And so that's why I've been able to be so consistent lately. But when I did have my full-time job, it was mostly just trying to record when I had the chance, because, you know, I was gone for like 10 hours out of my day, and I get home, you know, I have my family here, you know, try to spend time with them. And if I had the energy at night, I would do my best to make a video. If not, I would always try to do as much as I can on the weekends.
Okay.
And then, you know, just have videos ready
just
to
use
upload during the week.
Every spare moment you had there to want to make stuff along with your
Yeah, so I really didn't have like a set schedule, but now that I have, you know, all this time, I've been trying to be a lot more consistent and trying to record, if not, you know, every day, then every other day.
Awesome. Have you played around with you have not played around with shorts a lot.
Not really.
What are your thoughts on shorts, and like, are you on TikTok?
I'm not on TikTok. I had like because I do music as well. I'm a musician, and I had a few videos on there. But I don't know. I want to get more into it. I just haven't really had the chance lately.
So we're kind of like in a transition period right now with Josh, right? And then it's just okay. Now I have this extra time, and now it's a chance to kind of really
So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it.
This could be an exciting time. You picked kind of like the peak of like tech right now until things kind of die off the second week of December there. So this should be very interesting. Of course, you know, going into CES or everything. Let me ask you about your thumbnails. How do you have a specific approach for thumbnails, or are you constantly experimenting? I love your thumbnails. They always get my attention. I feel like they tell a story without even having text on them. Although I think this is really cool. You put the 4K in the background. You've got the D brand here in the background. I really like this kind of background thing. So, what's your approach when it comes to thumbnails? Do you think about your thumbnail even before the video, or is it kind of like during the process?
I do. I try to think of my thumbnail before, and then it kind of helps me with the video, I guess. I don't know how, if that makes sense or not. But or sometimes it'll do, like, if I already have this whole idea of a video, then I'll focus on the video, and then I need to do the thumbnail now, and I guess I'll just try to make the thumbnail make sense with what the video is about.
Yeah.
But I'm still kind of in the experimental process, I guess, with my thumbnails. As you can see, they're not all consistent with each other. Some of them are, you know, a little, as far as style goes, some of them are, some of them aren't.
You're a big fan into the whole holding it out there kind of thing. Because I remember at CES, you and I were at the TCL thing in there for the 30 series.
That's right.
And you're like, Zach, I need you to take a bunch of pictures with me while I hold this.
That's right. I'm holding it like this and trying to get it centered.
It was funny because Kevin Breeze kind of did the same sort of thing, and I'm like, you guys should get together and make thumbnails. Like, but it works, right? I mean, you got the face in there. We all hate the YouTube face, but we know that the YouTube face works.
It works sometimes. So if I feel it's needed, I'll do it. If not, then I try to keep it where my face is a little blurred in the background.
I love them. They're consistent. What are you using a specific app for your thumbnails?
I use Lightroom.
Okay.
And PixArt. Okay, so Lightroom's what I use just to kind of, you know, bump up the shadows if I need to, sharpen it up a little bit or whatever. And then PixArt is what I'll use to basically, like, for instance, at the top left right there with my battery drain test. Yep. So the phone, I actually cut that out of the original picture. I cut that whole part out, and then I'll go back to the original picture, blur it up a little bit, add the text, and then put that little piece that I cut out on top. So just makes it look more focused. And so PixArt is what I used to do, you know, all that extra stuff.
Awesome. No, I love it. I use Canva, not their app, although their mobile app works well in a pinch if you get in that situation. But I use Canva on desktop. I do pay I think it's like $10 a month, whether you get access to a lot more images and background remover and things like that. That's an amazing app to use, and I was using an iPad app for a while, but Canva, I figured it had more
I'll have to try that
resources
out.
and whatnot. I'm still amazed that everything you do here is through a mobile, like everything from filming to editing to the. I think that's really inspirational. You said that you need to make an updated video about how you make content, correct?
Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Because the other video it's a little outdated and old, so
Okay,
I would definitely want to make an updated one.
No, I think that would be very beneficial to creators and people that want to get into this and are humming and hawing and what camera, what lens, this and that. just get started with what you have in your pocket, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like right now, I'm using my S22 Ultra.
Perfect.
Getting it done.
There you go. What is in your pocket right now? So you said S22 Ultra. Are you using any other phones or?
I got my Pixel 7 Pro right here, and then my Z Fold 4 right here.
How do you like the Pixel 7 Pro?
I'm kind of switching around, but most of the time I'm with my Pixel at the moment.
So I'm still on the 6 Pro and loving it. Not a lot. I know, like for example, if you kind of like put them side by side and literally do like a spec breakdown, there's not a lot of huge changes. I think Google actually used the word refinement 4 or 5 times in their presentation, which is that's basically
what it feels like. Honestly, just a refined Pixel 6 Pro.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have the 6 Pro, I personally don't think there's a need to upgrade. But I mean, unless you're into the latest and greatest. So.
Yeah, I know a lot of people here are definitely into it. So okay, so who's this right here? Who's this in the chat?
That that is my aunt.
Hey, aunt. That's awesome. You got you brought your whole family here. That is awesome. So we'll keep the show PG for sure.
Definitely.
We don't get that way around here. All right. CES, Consumer Electronics Showcase, coming up in January. You're going. Is this like I think this will be your second time, isn't it?
No.
No?
4?
So you're like an alumni. You're like
maybe 4th. I think my 4th time. Yeah.
You're full on alumni now.
I think so. I mean, is that considered? I guess.
This year, you know what's funny? This would have been my 5th year, but I'm not going this year unless an amazing sponsor comes through. So we'll see what I've reached out to a few grants. Costs have definitely gone up this year compared to last year.
No, yeah, that's the only way to go is like with the sponsor. I mean that's the way to do it if you're gonna go. I'm still working on getting a sponsor. If not, I'm still gonna make a way though. So
good for you. Yeah. Do you have anything other than mobile and like things that you cover in your channel? Are there any other niches or areas that you want to cover while you're at CES?
TVs. I've done a few TVs, and I kind of want to get more into that. Drones. I kind of want to start getting into drones. I had fun with the little DJI mini drone that I had.
Nice.
So I definitely like to get more into that, and maybe even cameras as well. You know.
Do you do a lot of drone shots for your content?
I've done it on a few videos, not a whole lot. Like I reviewed a bike once, and I was able to use the drone to get an overhead shot of me, riding the bike and stuff.
So you guys have completely. So I'm in Canada. There's like 30 feet of snow outside right now. You're in California, correct?
Yes.
So you don't even know what snow smells like, right? So
no, we get snow. I actually get snow. There's a mountain about 30 minutes for me that gets snow in Palm Springs, and sometimes I'll go up there there's a tramway that takes you up.
Okay.
And we get snow here.
So you've experienced snow? You've experienced snow?
Yeah. Oh yeah, every year. Every year.
I'm gonna ship you some snow, some real Canadian snow. Okay. It might show up as water.
I'll be waiting.
Anyway, but it's interesting about the drone thing because here in Canada we have like ridiculous rules about with drones and whatnot. It's super strict. Like if the drone is like super small, we can basically fly it around on our property. But if you go across your property line to somebody else's, you can get fined. You can't fly them in national parks, provincial or national parks kind of thing. You guys have a lot of rules. I know you can't do like near airports and whatnot, but are the rules pretty strict?
Honestly, I don't know. All I know is that with the little mini one I had, I didn't have to register that or anything. And so I would just fly. I don't know the specific rules on where we can fly and where we can't.
So you still have to register some drones down there?
I think so. I could be mistaken, but
okay. Where are you staying this year at CES? Have you picked out a hotel?
Probably the Excalibur again, but I did see a good deal on the MGM Grand. So I don't know, maybe.
MGM's like that's basically kitty corner across the street. There.
It's kind of
yeah. That's where we.
I know a lot of people are staying at the Luxor as well.
Yeah, Luxor is at the end of the strip. It's definitely one of the more affordable ones. I stayed at Excalibur last time. It was nice. It was amazing.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, we said it the same way.
Yeah, because we always ended up at that weird pub, not a pub, but it was like a lounge, and there was always like a band there and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, it was good there. You know what was amazing is when I went and looked at the prices this year. So last year I stayed 8 nights. I went early. I actually ended up having to stay an extra night because of waiting. I was waiting for my PCR test to come back, and they messed up, and I had to stay an extra 24 hours. But I went and looked at the prices, and the it's 5 times more than what I paid last year. Like I can't believe how much of a steal I got last year, because they also gave me 4 or 5 nights comp because I was international.
I remember you talking about that. Yeah, that's right.
It's crazy. And I remember a lot of people saying it's going to be expensive next year, and of course it is expensive this year. I even called.
You know what? I found some good deals on because I use my T-Mobile Tuesdays app because I have T-Mobile, and they knocked the price down pretty good on there. Did
you get any comp days or anything like that from like your previous days?
No, I didn't.
No, you should have. You should definitely pick up one of their. Do you have one of their MGM loyalty cards?
No, well, because I booked through the T-Mobile app, so I don't think it goes through their MGM.
Okay, so that's how you got the discounts. Okay. So let's talk about social media in general. You're on YouTube. You're on Twitter. I think you're on Instagram now, finally, correct?
No, I was, but it was kind of taking time away from other stuff, so I kind of just put it in the back burner for now.
Put it off the side.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that you also link to your Snapchat sometimes.
Yeah, I'm always like just posting this random stuff on it.
Okay, but
just
YouTube and Twitter are the go-to.
Yeah, those are like my main things right now.
So Josh, what are you gonna do when Twitter melts down this week? Because oh my God, I don't know if you like this whole week on my live streams. I've been following what's been happening. On Sunday, I was worried. On Wednesday, I was like yesterday, I was hopeful, and today, a bunch of their executives, the same people that were in Elon's Twitter Spaces, the voice thing yesterday, like just over 24 hours ago, they all walked out today. They all quit. So I got a question for you. Have you thought about where you're going to go if this whole thing just melts down? I don't know, man.
I don't know what's going to happen. You think they're going to shut it down?
I don't know. I mean, Elon sent out an email. I guess there was something like he sent out an email last night saying, failure's not an option, and we could go bankrupt. And then all these heads of like all these names that were in this thing yesterday championing and saying, yeah, we're here for the advertisers, they all walked out, including the gal that was heading up the whole space, saying, hey, brands, we're here for you, nothing to worry about. And then she resigned today. So
that's crazy.
Do you have any thoughts about how everything's happened in the last 13 days? It's been a wild 2 weeks.
It has, man, and it's kind of scary that for people that do use Twitter for a lot of their if that's their main thing that they use, and I don't know. And then they just charge everybody $8 and to shut it down right after that.
I'm looking at your profile. This account is verified because it's subscribed to Twitter Blue. So you were definitely not normal verified. I did the same thing, dude.
I did it last night. I was trying to do it on my Pixel, and it's like, it's only available for iOS.
So how did you do it?
My son has an iPad mini, so I stole it real quick. I'm like, give me your iPad.
Okay,
so I just signed in and did it real quick.
That verifies it, because people were asking me, and we were, I don't have an iPhone, but can I do it on anything? I just said, as far as I know, anything iOS, way you go, because it's connected to one credit card, one Apple ID, and way you go. That's how they're supposedly, filtering out bots and this and that. But of course, we saw all the impersonations and whatnot. Kathy Griffin had a good day. Had a good day on Twitter. She was gone along with a bunch of other people that decided to change.
I know name. It's crazy how they're doing it. Like anybody can be verified now.
Yeah, and I mean you're at just over 2,000 followers on there. I mean anybody can go whatever, but I mean that's quite a bit. I mean that's a good following. I'm at just over 4,000. I mean a following is a following, right? Have you ever?
I'm not as cool as you yet. Soon I will be though.
No. Josh, you do a terrific job. I think it's always about the value. I've always believed.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because I talked about this earlier this week in terms of Twitter. I said, yeah, it would hurt me, but I could walk away because I have directly profited from Twitter, so I have no problem paying the $8 a month for some extra tools and whatnot. If there's a badge involved, cool. I don't need it. So for example, last year, a lot of affiliate links, I had some ad integrations with different brands and things like that. What about yourself? Have you been able to monetize and use Twitter in that way? Is that
no, definitely. Like for some of my sponsorship deals, that sometimes that'll be part of the contract, like make the video and then also do a couple of sponsored tweets. So it's definitely helped me bring in some income as well.
And you've probably met a lot of brands as well. In
Oh
terms
yeah,
of
definitely.
So what would you say are some of the best practices that you do on Twitter in order to get the attention or get to know a brand? Is there a process for you, or is it just what do you do?
To me, well, I don't like to bug a brand, over and over again and just, tweet at them all the time, random things just to get their attention.
Yeah.
If I have a post that is related to them, then I'll tag them in it, but I won't tag them saying, hey, I'm gonna check your DMs, stuff like that. There maybe has been once or twice where I have done that if I'm trying to get their attention for something else. But when it comes to trying to get their eyes on me on my channel, then I'll just kind of tag them if my post is related to them.
Yeah. I'm kind of the similar way. Like, for example, I'll use Rode, for example. This is a Rode arm, by the way. And I do have a Procaster over there. I do have some Rode stuff. But I mean, for example, they just came out with their Rode X stuff. So I've been commenting because I find it really interesting. It's kind of like it's specific for streamers. They got a specific type of a couple different mics and some different arms. It's kind of got this black and red, definitely like a Marquez Brownlee kind of look to it, kind of thing, right? So I've been commenting in this and that, and I think Rode's a terrific company anyway. And I mean, I guess I kind of take the same approach because I'm interested in them. Yeah, I'm using a Shure mic here, but I'm interested in Rode, obviously, and what they do and everything. Yeah. Is there anything that you see? Don't mention people, obviously, but is there anything you see out there, maybe with your fellow content creators or people that are trying to get into this, that you would say, don't do that on Twitter or don't do that on social media to get a brand's attention?
Just basically what I said earlier. Don't keep kind of picking
them.
at them, I guess. Yeah, don't keep bugging them saying, hey, I've been
Send
trying to
me
reach you. Yeah, don't send them 1,000 tweets a day.
Yeah.
Like for me, because for the longest time I was trying, because I was always into Samsung devices, and I wanted to get their attention without kind of showing them that I was, without trying to be a baller. So I would just post pictures, with their phones and saying, taking on the Samsung, this device, whatever. And, or if I'm posting something else about the phone, I really love this feature about the Samsung, whatever device. And eventually I did get their attention that way. They started commenting back on my tweets.
Nice.
And one day I got a DM from them saying, hey, would you like to come out to an event? And they paid for everything, they hooked me up and I was in one of their commercials. And
I was gonna ask you about that. You were in a Samsung commercial, right? For which one? Tell the people what it was.
It was a Verizon Samsung commercial for the S21.
Very interesting. So I had DePoets on here last week. You know DePoets. He's actually done some commercial work with Verizon as well, involving Samsung devices.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a really cool experience, and it's just because my part was only, I don't know, a few seconds.
So was his. We literally counted last night or the last week. It was 5 seconds, and then they gave him a hefty check. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's like 12 hours of filming, like over and over, and I'm just, you're standing there in front of this camera, all these people and everything. It just,
and then they tell you when it is, when it's gonna be on TV or whatever, and it's like 3 seconds, and you're.
And what was funny, the phone hasn't been announced yet. The phone wasn't announced yet. Nobody was supposed to know about it. But I had it in my hand, and I asked them, I'm like, oh, is it okay if I take a few videos of this, for myself, and take a few pictures? And they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. I'm like, you sure? Like, it's cool. They're like, well, you already have that phone, don't you? I'm like, this phone's not even out yet. Like, they didn't know. They had no idea.
Oh, the market, because you're working with the marketing, probably a separate marketing firm, correct?
Yeah. So they had no idea. So I could have done all this video, had it ready, and
good on you for asking extra and going. Good on you for asking extra and going. Okay, these people don't know.
They don't know. Story. And I don't want to get in trouble either.
No, that's good on you. That's good on you. So I guess that kind of leads to the next thing I wanted to ask you about, which is NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. NDAs. You're familiar with NDAs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you have any fun NDA stories you can give us without naming any brands? Anything that you've seen happen with fellow creators, whatever, without giving away? I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but I know we always see it happen. I see it happen all the time.
We
always see like a video get released like the day before or like an hour before because they scheduled it. Or do you have any fun stories like that, either yourself or whatnot?
Not videos, but I have posted pictures and. Like on Twitter or whatever. Oh, thanks to so-and-so for sending this out, big shout out, whatever. And then, okay, you weren't supposed to show that yet. And then, oh, sure. Okay, I'll take it down. just because I don't know, I can be stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has happened to me. Thankfully, those companies were cool enough to just be understanding, because I don't do it all the time. Yeah, mistakes happen, and that's how they see it.
Yeah.
Like, just don't let it happen again.
Yeah, you don't want to sour those relationships. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
So that speaking of relationships and whatnot, you have a terrific relationship with Google, with Team Pixel.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell people that don't know much about Team Pixel? Because I think there's some misunderstanding about what it is, why it is, and like just kind of give us the lowdown.
Yeah, and I have seen some people like get upset about it, because there are creators with only a few hundred subscribers that get accepted into Team Pixel. And it's like, for me too, it's not like I went out and like, hey, let me on the team. I got this email out of nowhere. I don't remember if it was a DM on Twitter or an email, but I remember it coming just out of nowhere. I wasn't asking for it. I didn't go looking for it. And that's basically what it is. They're out looking at different creators and handpicking who they want. They're not going after whoever's bugging them about it. So don't think you're going to get it if you're like, hey, how come you're not picking me? Pick me for this.
Yeah.
And but I think it's a cool program. I think there's a little bit of stuff they do need to work on here and there. But I think it's cool, and it gives the smaller creators a chance to be part of what the bigger creators are, as far as when they uploading content earlier, before the phones actually are available to buy and stuff.
It seems like they do a lot of really cool things. I'm gonna completely admit, I love seeing when you guys get like the swag, like the socks or the jerseys and things like that. I talked about this. I talked about this, was it yesterday, I think, or when I was or a couple of days ago when I was reviewing some stuff that Nomad sent out. They sent a really nice hat. The hat and the 65-watt charger are the best parts of everything they sent me. In fact, I think I like the hat more. The hat's upstairs. I should have put it on tonight. Oh wait, hold on. No, the hat's right here. Hold on.
You got it. He's got it.
We got the hat. I love this hat.
Hey,
this
that's nice. That's a nice one.
It's Santa Barbara, California. There you go. Yeah. So anyway, do you have any favorite swag from any brands that you've ever received?
Well, that jersey was cool. That jersey from Google,
the NBA jersey.
Yeah, the NBA jersey. I got a hat from Subcase. That was pretty cool.
Nice. Did you get the backpack from TCL?
Yeah, I did.
It's a nice backpack.
Yeah, that's a nice backpack as well.
Water bottle and everything in there?
Yeah. There's a lot of nice stuff in there. TCL hooks it up. They take care of their people.
Now,
them and Google.
Did you? Okay, speaking of TCL, did you go to the thing at Top Golf last year?
Yes.
The tacos were awesome, were they not?
Yeah, it was good. Everything was good there.
I was like, "There's food here. I'm in. I didn't bring any money for food. I'm like, I'll figure it out." Right?
Well, you go to these little parties and stuff after. You're always gonna find food.
Did you play any golf? Do you play golf on a regular basis?
I did, but oh my god, I suck so bad. I embarrassed myself all night.
No, it's a good thing they involve some beverages as well to make you feel better about your everybody's poor golfing game. I don't think anybody was doing good. Actually, I know DePotes was hitting them like almost over the fence.
And who else was it? There's someone else that was shooting them out there really good.
Yeah, no, it was a good time there.
It was fun though. Whether you're good or not, it's just about having fun.
And like that's their lounge there at Top Golf. So I imagine they'll probably do something here in January for you guys again. So make sure you have a beverage for me as well in case I don't make it out. Whatever. Let's go through here. Josh, what are you watching right now, like on the streaming services? Do you have a favorite streaming service or anything like that you like to watch, or anything you're watching with like, oh my god?
As far as streaming services, as far as like Netflix, HBO Max.
Yeah, like what services do you subscribe to, or like what shows are you into right now?
Well, I'm not really currently watching any shows, but we have been myself and my wife, because she's never seen any of the Rocky movies. We were gonna watch the new Creed one, and we saw the trailer or something. I was like, we need to check that out. She's all, okay. Is there anything else I need to know? I'm like, wait, you never seen any of the Rocky movies? So no. So we've been binge watching all those. We're on like the 5th one right now.
I've only ever seen the first Rocky. I've never seen.
Oh, really?
I mean, I've seen parts here and there. But I've never actually fully watched them way through. And the thing is, I love Sylvester Stallone. Exactly.
Yeah.
Question from the chat here. Tech Fernie says, Josh, I guess you missed the first part of the chat here. Josh, do you still use your Sony ZV-1? And up here in Canada, we call it a ZV-1.
It's in the back of the camera in my closet collecting dust right now. It's been a while.
Streamers everywhere are going, no, I could use that.
You know what? Another big reason for that is because I had my Note 20 Ultra, which had a SD card slot.
Okay.
So I would take the SD card out of the camera and put it in there to edit my videos. But now all the phones I have, none of them have SD card slots, and I don't feel like going and buying a little SD card reader to transfer it to my phone and all that when I can just record on my phone. The footage is already there and edit right there.
So speaking of SD card slots and headphone jacks and all the things that we don't get on phones nowadays, including chargers in the box, give me your hot takes on that. Chargers in the box, go. Not being in the box.
Well, now that I have a ton, I don't care anymore. Back then, yes, I did.
You're like me. They're like everywhere. I'm tripping on them.
Yeah, back then I cared. When they first did it, I'm like, no, I need my charger. You know.
Well, I honestly, I need to know, because I know your family's watching. What are your thoughts on no chargers in the box? Let Josh know what you're not telling him at the family dinners. You know what you really.
Let me know. I got plenty to go around if you need one. So.
There you go. What about the removal of the headphone jack? Do you have a favorite pair of wireless earbuds or headphones that you like to use?
I did. Now I'm just using. Wait, what was your question? Do I have a pair of?
Do you have a favorite pair of like wireless earbuds or headphones that you like to use?
Oh, wireless.
Yeah, wireless.
My Galaxy Buds Pro 2.
Okay. Yeah, because they perfectly work with obviously the Galaxy there. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite pair of like wired, or do you just try to go wireless all the time?
Lately, I've been trying to go wireless all the time. I used to have these really nice AKG over-the-ear headphones. I love those things. It's been a while. They're just kind of sitting there collecting dust as well.
Have you ever tried any of the Soundcore stuff? I think you have.
Yes. I actually have their new Liberty Air 4s.
Do you have the new Liberty 4s or the 3s?
Yeah, those are the ones I'm using right now that I'm going to be making a video about soon.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I still have the 3s. The 4s look like a great upgrade and everything like that. Those 3s are just amazing, just the noise canceling and everything like that. Okay, so I don't know who this person is, but that's okay. Is it pronounced Rida? Okay, Josh.
Rida.
What's your workout routine? Because I got a feeling this is an inside joke, but go on.
I think it is, but
do you have a workout routine? Do you work out on a regular basis?
I just recently started working out again this week.
Okay.
I took like a month, maybe 2 months off.
Okay.
And I don't know. We'll see if I stick with it.
Okay.
I'm usually kind of off and on. I'll stick with it a few weeks and get off, and then get back on.
All right. So it's Friday night. You and the fam are sitting down to watch some Marvel movie on Disney Plus. You got your TV. And maybe somebody's made some popcorn. What other snacks and beverages are with you when you and the fam are watching movies? What are you guys eating? What are you guys mounting?
Okay, so I don't really eat too much popcorn, to be honest.
Okay.
I will a little bit, but I'm more like I like chocolate. Chocolate is my weakness, whether it's chocolate chip cookies, a nice chocolate cake.
Did you steal all your kids' chocolate from Halloween?
I got a good couple of handfuls.
My kids gave me all their coffee crisps, and I know you don't know what that is because
I do not know what that is.
It's chocolate wafers and like coffee. It's crispy. It's coffee crisp. It's amazing. Really? It's amazing.
Sounds good. Sounds like
it
I
is.
like it.
I'll send you some.
I love coffee.
Maybe I'll send you some. My kids like, I don't like coffee. I'm like, Dad does. So, do you have a go-to chocolate, like chocolate bar or anything like that? It's just something like you're at the grocery store and like I gotta buy some of those.
Reese's peanut butter cups, Hershey's.
There you go, right?
You know what I've gotten addicted to though lately is Lifesaver gummies. I don't know.
Lifesaver gummies?
Yeah, I see them and I gotta have them. I don't know.
That sounds good. My wife usually buys Skittles, but like the sour Skittles.
It's been years since I've had Skittles. I don't really do Skittles.
Josh,
M&M's over Skittles.
Taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow, buddy. You gotta taste the rainbow.
Every now and then.
All right, going back to the creative process and whatnot, because I know you're on mobile or anything like that. When you're making your videos and you're doing everything on your mobile, I can't imagine doing the upload process and everything, all the tags and everything. Are you doing any tag searching? Are you purposely trying to compete with everybody else releasing this kind of video at the same time? Are you trying to do something different to set yourself apart? Is there a process there for yourself?
When it comes to tagging my videos?
Yeah.
No, I kind of just go with what comes to my head. Honestly, okay. I'll kind of search up on YouTube, and start typing in the search bar to see what comes up. Kind of see what people are searching up, and I'll kind of go that route.
Are you using any tools like TubeBuddy or vidIQ or anything like that to kind of do your
No, I
searches?
did use vidIQ for a little bit.
Yep.
And then I kind of just stopped. I do have an account with them though.
What about Google Trends? Is that something you ever looked at?
No.
Start.
Just
Just do a search for Google Trend and then put in your search term like Pixel 7, and you'll see how things spike and you'll see relevant terms. That's probably some of your best right there.
I didn't even know about that, honestly. So
yeah, I mean, because YouTube is the Google of video. I mean, they're all the same people, right? So, but that's always a good thing, because if someone finds you through Google search, finds your video, algorithm loves that. Let me tell you.
Google Trends.
Google Trends. Yeah, for sure. I'll send just look it up there. Let me ask you a question about. Actually, I think we almost went through anything. What are you working on right now? Is there anything that you can talk about that's not NDA that you're working on right now, or is it all kind of like hush hush?
No, not anything special, honestly. Just I got my full review that I'm working on for my 7 Pro, my actual full review video, because usually I'll put on a bunch of other videos that relate to it, and then I'll do my full review at the end, once I do all those other videos. That I got like a update video on my Z Fold 4, the earbuds we just talked about from Soundcore. I also have a headset that I never reviewed for them, so I'll probably do a video on those as well. So
other than Samsung, what are some of your favorite brands? Just kind of like rattle them off. Like, what are some of your favorite brands out there that you would recommend people looking at and whatnot? Like in general, it could be anything.
Well, Google, obviously. Yeah. Sony, because even though I don't use the cameras, I enjoyed my my ZV-1, and I am curious to check out the new one that they announced recently. Yep. TCL, obviously, not just because I do work with them, but I have their TV in my living room that I enjoy using.
I have their Series 4. They don't make it anymore. The closest to it is the Series 5. They're practically the same, but I have their Series 4 upstairs, a 65-inch, and that's just for how much it was. I felt like I was stealing.
No, yeah, it's nice for how much they sell it for, and what you get out of it. It's nice. Yeah. Also, me being a musician, I would love to work with companies like Yamaha.
Yeah. What do you play? Like, what do you play?
Keyboard and drums.
Ah. Do you have a separate music channel?
I do. I upload it right now. It's called JQ Music, I think. I don't have a whole lot of
JQ Music?
I think so.
Okay, we're gonna look this up here.
I think it's been a while since I've uploaded anything on there, but let me see.
Does it have a picture of like one of the ducks from the Disney?
JQ Music. No, it's a picture of a keyboard or piano.
Yeah, there it is. I found it. I found it. Let's put you on blast with this. This will be fun.
Oh no!
Hey man, I didn't say it was just YouTube. You're a creator, aren't you? All right, so this is JQ Music. Everybody, check it out. You just do a search for JQ. 613 subscribers. It looks like we got some shorts on here. Looks like we have some upload. Oh, look at this guy. Hold on here. This is from a year ago. I'm gonna play. There won't be any sounds of this, but let's just take a look here. Is this the same room that you're in right now?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, it's the same room.
So is that like an electronic drum kit, or what is that?
It is. I don't have it anymore, but yeah, that's an electronic drum set, and I believe I have a video on there as well, kind of playing to one of Jonathan Morrison's songs. Nice. I asked him if I can add keys to it, and he's like, "Yeah, that's cool." Yeah. He told me to upload it, so I did.
Jonathan Morrison's music channel is awesome. I love the success he's having over there and everything like that. Lots of good stuff. I've used his music plenty of times over here and whatnot. Good stuff. Look at you go. Look at the face. Look at the face, ladies. Look at the face. There you go. I love it. I'm gonna go back and listen and watch this later on. I'm gonna leave comments and everything. It's gonna be fun. And you got some shorts on here. That's great, dude. Good for you. That's good for you.
Yeah. So that's another one of my passions right there.
Good for you.
Playing music.
Awesome. Everybody knows. Go check out JQ Music. I'm glad we got that there. All right, Josh. So, I was about to say, do you have the day off tomorrow? But we both know. But do you have any plans for this weekend?
This weekend, probably just a date night with wifey.
Yeah.
Hang out with the family. Nothing major.
It was her birthday a few days ago, correct?
Yeah, Monday. It was her birthday.
Happy
Went
birthday,
to Disneyland.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
I'm sure she says thank you.
I'm saying that as uncreepily as possible. Is that a word? He's the bomb. All right, there we go. Disney was awesome. I need to finish watching that. I need to finish because you did like a day in the life with the Pixel, correct?
Kind of like a vlog, like vlogging on a Pixel. And I like doing videos like that.
Yeah.
Whenever I get new phones to really test out the cameras when it comes to video.
Those are really good examples because I think those are like, that's exactly what a lot of people will do. They'll go out for a day here or there and take some quick video.
Because I mean, you get good lighting in those situations, bad lighting, good, light movement, heavy movement. It really gets to test out, the cameras on these phones. And that's why I like at least doing one video like that with, every phone.
When you do those, do you literally just use just the phone and then just go, or do you put an extra mic on there and everything, or?
No, just the phone and the internal mics as well. And sometimes I'll use a little handheld tripod, but for this one, everything was just handheld.
There you go. I think that's the best way. I know a lot of people sometimes put the rig together and like that if they want to focus like just on the video part and everything like that. Yeah. So
I didn't feel like carrying that around this time. I'm like, I'll just keep the phone in my pocket, pull it out when I when I need it.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, Josh, can you believe that was almost an hour? Almost an hour.
It went by quick.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add or tell the people that you're working on or things that are coming up?
Just keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out.
But I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this goes now that I'm pretty much doing it full time, I guess.
Reach out if you have if there's anything, if there's any brands that you see me working with that maybe you need a contact or whatever, an introduction. I'm always there to help out. So please let me know for sure any way that I can help out. I'm really glad that I got to know you and we had some good times at CES. Sure. I know that we went for Starbucks that one morning. Because there wasn't many breakfast options when we were there.
I know, yeah.
Everything was shut down. That ridiculous upstairs buffet that was like $30 a person. But do you remember when I grabbed my phone and I just like, Josh, I'm going to interview you, and you're like, what?
Yeah, I'm like,
who is this guy?
I'm like, all right, I guess. Yeah, let's do it.
And you're my vlog there. We had a little.
With your little pen, your pen mic, or
I still have. Hold on, do I still have the pen? Okay. I don't have the pen, but I do have.
Yeah, it was your little custom setup.
Of a Walkman. The kids are like, what is that? That's an original. That's an actual Walkman. That's an. Anyway,
nobody's gonna know what that is these days.
I need to find the pen. I think it's up on the shelf. But anyway, yeah, the pen, the green pen. I still have it. It's from a restaurant I stole it from. Anyway, Josh, really appreciate you popping by. Love your content. I'm definitely jealous. Like every time I look at your thumbnails, I'm like, I need to up my game a little bit, right? And everything like that. So let me know what apps, let me know. Maybe I'll DM you later on, get that list of apps from you and whatnot.
Oh, yeah,
in the meantime, folks, look up Josh. If you're not subscribed already, what's wrong with you? Please do that. As I said before, this brings us to the end of our broadcasting week. Tomorrow and Saturday off, except Saturday I think I'll pop on YouTube for a little bit. It's my birthday. I've always done a birthday stream. I'll just pop on to say hi. We'll see what happens. And then we're back at it on Sunday. Who knows if Twitter will still be around on Sunday. I got a feeling we're still going to talk about it or anything like that. It's completely melting down. So any final words, Josh, or should we just let the people go?
Just thank you. Thank you for having me. I enjoyed being here. It was fun.
All right. Appreciate
Subscribe
you, Josh.
To Zak's channel.
Thanks, man. We will catch you guys all on Saturday. Take care. Cheers.